TikTok personality known as Kodiyakredd is in trouble with the law again.
The judge gave Franky Venegas bail this afternoon for having a gun without a serial number and oxy pills.
The Island Boys, from TikTok's most explosive viral phenomenon to twins ensnared in a series of controversies swiftly abandoned by the online community. For many who followed their saga, this outcome felt almost predestined. It all started with an unexpected rap video that swept the internet, its infectious hook and melody gripping viewers with addictive force. Alex and Franky Venegas, brothers from Florida, sporting vibrant green and yellow dreadlocks, sculpted physiques, and bold tattoos, became a global meme sensation overnight. Their clips spread like wildfire, memes flooded the web, and the Island Boys moniker quickly became an emblem of a free-spirited, rebellious, and defiant vibe. Yet the meteoric rise came with a rapid reveal of its darker underbelly. Controversial decisions began to stack up. A headline-making kiss between the brothers, launching an OnlyFans account to monetize content, and family disputes that sparked public drama. The breaking point arrived with their connection to someone later convicted of serious crimes involving minors, per legal records, culminating in a SWAT team raid on their residence, an image that deepened public skepticism and alienation. As these controversies piled on, their efforts to gain legitimacy in the rap industry or maintain social media clout were met with relentless backlash. Instead of earning respect, they became the butt of mocking memes and a torrent of criticism. From their viral breakout clip to a string of scandals, the Island Boys' journey epitomizes the social media era's flash-in-the-pan fame. So, what truly propelled them from TikTok's pinnacle to the edge of collapse? In today's video, we'll delve deep into their entire story. Looking back at Frank and Alex Venegas' childhood in West Palm Beach, Florida, it's hard to imagine that these two boys would one day capture the world's attention. Just 70 miles from the glitz of Miami, West Palm Beach feels like another universe. Streets worn by time, dilapidated neighborhoods shrouded in the shadow of poverty. A stark contrast to the opulence of Palm Beach, home to infamous figures like Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. In the early 2000s, the FBI ranked this city among America's most dangerous, where the chasm between wealth and hardship yawned like a bottomless abyss. In this harsh backdrop, Frank and Alex's childhood was already steeped in struggle. Then at age 6, a devastating blow struck. Their father died of a stroke, leaving their Cuban-born mother to raise the two boys alone. Their youth was a whirlwind of chaos, petty theft, stealing cars, and stints in juvenile detention. Yet amid the turmoil, music became their guiding light. Dreaming of rap stardom, Frank adopted the stage name Kodiyakredd, while Alex chose Flyysoulja. But instead of honing their musical craft, they poured their energy into their image, spending over $30,000 on tattoos to carve out a bold, authentic style inspired by SoundCloud rappers. The result? A striking, unmistakable look, coral-like dreadlocks, and a vibe that screamed individuality. What they lacked in skill, they made up for with confidence and a hefty dose of audacity. This distinctive image set the stage for their big break. In October 2021, a poolside freestyle video exploded on TikTok.
Cause I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy.
The flow was offbeat, the lyrics repetitive, but the visuals, they were like something from another planet. Viewers were stunned, amused, and couldn't stop sharing. In just 60 seconds, the video racked up over 10 million views, catapulting them into internet stardom. The clip sparked a wave of remixes, parodies, and even inspired Halloween costumes. The nickname Island Boys, born from fans' spontaneity, swiftly became their brand. Explosive fame brought money and opportunity, but fame is like a treasure map. If you can't read it, you'll wander straight into the swamp. As John C. Maxwell once said, life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. Right or wrong, glory or failure. It all stems from decisions. For the Island Boys, some choices propelled them to the peak of fame, while others sent them skidding into the abyss. Regrettably, they followed a well-trodden path taken by the likes of Hawk Tuah, Salt Bae, and Dan Bilzerian, a trail where greed, delusion, and inflated egos obscure every warning sign. While their song was still going viral, brands and enticing offers flooded in. They flaunted these as proof of their stardom, but amid the applause, there were blunt voices. Snoop Dogg calling their vocals a disaster should have been a wake-up call.
Gang, gang, slang.
Gang, they got to use that word. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island.
But they brushed it off. Instead of seizing the chance to improve, the Island Boys doubled down on their old formula, flashing contracts, jewelry, and view counts. That confidence soon morphed into arrogance, and arrogance became the broken brake on their career's runaway ride. After days of parading offers and deals, they received their first reality check gift, and it wasn't wrapped in ribbons. One night in Miami, under stage lights and booming bass, the crowd didn't even let them finish their opening line before erupting in boos and whistles, driving them off the stage. The freefall hadn't even cooled when both brothers rushed to release solo albums, Flyysoulja with 17 and Kodiyakredd with Trendsetters, hoping to turn the tide. Instead, they became fodder for the meme community. A top comment stung, "This song made my little brother go paralyzed just to turn it off." Signs of trouble grew louder, mocking laughter, parody videos, and an audience shifting from curiosity to contempt. But instead of stepping back to regroup, they floored the gas, churning out more videos, clinging to a belief in their invincibility. This wasn't just boldness, it was a trap sprung by greed. Mistakes piled on. A golden opportunity arose with an offer to collaborate with rapper Kodak Black, a chance many believed could transform them from fleeting internet stars to legitimate names in music. Why pass it up? They bet on self-reliance to keep all the profits and glory. But in the chess game of their career, it was a reckless move reeking of overconfidence beyond their control. A golden opportunity squandered. Then came another shot, a spot on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast. At first, things went smoothly until George Janko suggested they could invest their pricey jewelry as a fallback for tough times.
I think you guys take all of your jewelry assets and invest it in something, so you guys will never ever be broke again.
A practical piece of advice, but it struck their oversized egos. The Island Boys fired back sharply.
One, let me tell you something.
George, stop talking. I don't need financial advice
we don't
when I
need
probably
financial
make more money
advice
than
from
you. No, hold on. Hold on. Podcast. No, here, I'm moving for you.
The conversation spiraled into a public spat. To everyone's shock, they stormed out of the studio to defend their bruised egos. It didn't end there. Alex bragged on a live stream that he was 10 times more viral after the incident. In reality, that arrogance only poured fuel on the smoldering fire consuming their image. The public didn't see grit. They saw immaturity and oversensitivity to criticism. A YouTube comment summed it up. They are perfect examples of the internet making the wrong people famous. Ironically, the advice they brushed off that day was exactly what they needed most, because soon after, a brutal twist of fate hit. In February 2022, the roar of helicopters and armored vehicles shattered the quiet around the Island Boys' home. A SWAT team stormed in. The scene made every evening news broadcast, but what shocked audiences more was the name they heard: Alexander James Thomas. A childhood friend close to Alex and Franky, arrested for the murder of a young girl. Though the brothers faced no charges, the court of public opinion cared little for legal nuances. Having their names tied to a news story with the word murder was enough to obliterate their last shred of credibility. Headlines screamed Island Boy's friend arrested for horrific crime, while forums overflowed with memes linking their faces to the case. Advertising deals vanished within hours, tens of thousands unfollowed them in a flash. Social media comments were merciless. I don't care if they're innocent. This is my reason to unfollow, and I'm taking it. The toxic atmosphere lingered for weeks, with every video they posted swamped by mocking comments or references to the crime. After the SWAT raid shock, the Island Boys didn't step back to rebuild their image, they dove headfirst into chasing cash. Regardless of how the public viewed them, Alex and Franky treated making money and reclaiming the spotlight as a survival instinct. They peddled merch, launched Cameo accounts charging $210 for personalized messages, partnered with Diplo to promote NFTs, and even staged scripted arguments for drama. Virality didn't return, but their greed was unmistakable. Scandal or not, the money had to keep flowing. This by any means mindset led to their most controversial stunt yet. On August 1, 2023, over a year after the SWAT raid, a video of the brothers kissing each other was posted and spread like wildfire. The internet exploded. Some were disgusted, others shocked, and a few couldn't look away. But for most, this wasn't a joke anymore. It was the final line crossed. The few remaining brands cut all negotiations. An event company canceled a pre-booked show, stating curtly, "This image doesn't align with our brand values." Artists who once collaborated distanced themselves from being laughed at or criticized. They became symbols of distaste and desperation. Alex told TMZ the act wasn't sexual, but the explanation only fueled more mockery. A Reddit user wrote, "If this is their strategy to stay in the game, they just kicked themselves off the field." The kiss, meant to salvage their fame, slammed shut the last doors to serious partnerships, making them untouchable to artists and brands alike. To mask their decline, the Island Boys flaunted a lavish lifestyle, gleaming mansions, sleek supercars, and dazzling diamond jewelry. But behind the facade lay a grim reality. A former manager revealed they were drowning in $150,000 of debt from Cameo, their primary income source, before it dried up. Their Cameo prices plummeted from $135 to $30, yet even that bargain rate couldn't attract customers. In desperation, they turned to YouTuber Jack Doherty, another notorious figure, to leech off his remaining spotlight. But instead of reviving their image, they were sucked into endless drama. A brawl erupted, with allegations that the Island Boys attacked Jack's girlfriend, further enraging the online community.
Yup, you guys worked for me. Nice try, dumbass.
The incident, combined with their prior controversies, made them a lightning rod for criticism. As Jack Doherty's own scandals eroded his reputation, the Island Boys lost their last lifeline, spiraling further down their career's slippery slope. 2025 marked the darkest chapter in their story. Franky, known as Kodiyakredd, was repeatedly entangled in legal troubles. From from gun and drug possession to domestic violence allegations. Each scandal hammered their already shattered image. By February 2025, Franky faced another arrest for violating probation, leaving him teetering on the edge of homelessness and buried in debt. Alex, meanwhile, fared no better. Welcoming his first child, he faced heartbreak when the newborn required intensive care in the NICU. Yet, instead of focusing on his family, Alex turned the tragedy into clickbait content, further alienating fans. In a live stream, he confessed that Franky had tanked his credit score, plunging them both into financial ruin. "He destroyed everything," Alex said, his voice heavy with despair. The online community, which once hoisted the Island Boys to the heights of fame, now offers only mocking laughter. "This is why you don't start an OnlyFans with your twin," one ex-user wrote, encapsulating their downfall in a biting quip. Such comments don't just target their collapse, they serve as a warning about the cost of chasing fleeting fame. From 2021's viral sensation, the Island Boys have become the internet's punchline, a tale of squandered opportunities and disastrous choices. Their journey is a tragedy of their own making. Oversized egos, reckless audacity, and distasteful acts like the infamous kiss or the drama with Jack Doherty slammed shut every door to redemption. They once had it all: fame, millions of fans, and a shot at becoming true artists. But instead of rising, they chose self-destruction, leaving behind a costly lesson about the price of arrogance. If they ever go viral again, it'll likely be a fleeting spark, a brief flare before fading into obscurity. In the brutal world of social media, the Island Boys stand as proof that fame comes easily, but keeping it demands talent, perseverance, and above all, self-respect.